Isaiah, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, Denny?
Fantastic. So we have one at Kansas City, Mo, Rubenstein Real Estate. I always ask where you acquired the number. Everything I ask in that email is important, well thought out, and necessary. Many times we're calling mom and pop landlords. Their phone number is on the glass somewhere, or it's not. And when I call, let's say it's some old man who owns 2 buildings, and the only people that ever call him are his niece and his nephew, his wife, and his 2 tenants. When I call, he wants to know, where'd you get my number? Where'd you get my number? He's upset. People don't like salesmen. Oh, I got your phone number from the Chinese food restaurant. They said you were the landlord. Oh, okay. What do you want? Now he'll talk to me. Understood?
Right.
I can't assume where you got the number. You have to tell me. So, Rubenstein Real Estate, you also give me more than one number. Denise Farrow, Cullen, Nagareel. You've got both email addresses. So where'd you get the information? How do you know that's the landlord?
I found it on the. Well, I just happened to be on what do you call it? The shopping mall center, and someone told me to Google the shopping mall, and the website popped up, and the laundromat inside the shopping mall, so that popped up, and the numbers and.
So you Googled the address.
Yeah.
Okay. So you found the real estate information online is the answer. So we could ask for either one of these people, Denise or Colin. Give me one name, narrow it down, find out who's it looks like is in charge. All the pictures that you sent are good. Do me a favor, don't put verbiage over the top of the photo. Sometimes later I use them in videos, so that kind of takes away from. I can see what I'm seeing. Just tell me when you write the notes out. So it looks like they're heavily relying on wash, dry, fold. They've got carpet. They've got mismatched shit all over the place, broken video games, very dingy. And that it's exactly 2150 square feet. How do you know that?
Looked at their website.
Okay. So each and every suite is that size?
Mm-hmm.
Laundromat's not for sale that you know of?
No, not that I know of.
Give me a little more regarding hours of operation, what's going on with the store. I mean, it looks pretty nasty. There's also a very large rear area that they're not using. So you probably want to, stuff more equipment in there. Let's dial that number. I got a 913 number. You can mute your phone. Be prepared to take good notes. Make sure you write down what they say. I pretty much say the same thing, so you have to note what they say. I'm going to ask for Denise. Here we go. Stand by.
All right.
15 Real Estate.
Good afternoon. Denise Farrow, please.
I don't think that she's in, but let me try our office just a moment.
Is there a Cullen? I also had that number. I'm looking to speak to someone in reference to a commercial lease.
Okay, hold on.
Thanks.
This is Cullen.
Colin, hi, I'm Danny D'Angelo. I'm calling on a commercial space here in Kansas City. If that's on your radar at all.
Yeah. Oh, let me check here real quick. Is that the North Ambassador at Boardwalk Square, I believe? Kansas
Correct.
City. Perfect. Oh, yeah. I just had to make sure exactly which suite that
was.
Sure.
8540, Colin, is not an empty space, I'll warn you. It's the laundromat. So that's what I do. I've been doing laundries for about 15 years. My partner and I are looking to build out some more stores. Pretty simple stuff. I mean, I'm sure you'll smell what I'm cooking here. I don't look to buy the business from an existing owner. That's, why would I give somebody money for a failure? I don't certainly look to build laundromats from scratch. It's very hard to recoup that cost. So we scout existing stores when we see operations like this that seem to be, frankly, on their last legs. We reach out, want to see if there's any availability for an upcoming lease. I'm after infrastructure, Colin. I'm not a hostile takeover guy. I'm not looking to push tenants out, but the gas, water, and electric is in the walls. If it's time for a change, we can discuss terms. And, I'll keep doing this. I'll be after it in 6 months or 6 years or 6 days. I don't want to build laundries from scratch. That's essentially it. I don't talk to brokers or operators, and I don't flip the stores either. I'm looking to become an operator. I know that's a mouthful. Does that make sense?
No, absolutely. I mean, I love the use, especially because there's a lot of operators that don't know what they're doing. I wish I'd ran into you about a year ago. We had VIP cleaners in Lenexa, and Pride Cleaners said they were going to buy them out, and they backed out, and we ended up just filling a sports rehab place, and we had to go through the whole remediation because it still was dirty from all. You know how it is. And,
I know. Vanilla in a laundromat is a mess.
I was looking everywhere for you before we had to resort to changing the use essentially. But these guys were recently bought out. I say recent, probably about 3-4 years ago. And they just extended for about 5 years.
Okay.
But we may have some other facilities that are still nearby, and I've got one place that's in Olathe that, again, it may not work because it was heavier electrical and plumbing because it was a Taco Villa, so it was a restaurant. It's built ideally, the configuration for a laundromat, and it's in an area where I think the use would be really good, but it wasn't.
Well, I know you're putting on your salesman hat, Colin, and, let me stop you. I only look for existing failing laundromats because it's an easy flip, if you will, for me, where, I want to be able to plug the equipment in. And let's just talk about this space. I mean, we'll exchange emails and niceties, and you will probably reach out in the future. But this particular location is it's far, they're not using the space appropriately. There's about half of the location is being used for what looks like storage of old video games. And, hey, if they just re-sign, who knows? Maybe they're mobsters. Maybe they're selling cigars out of the back. Who knows? I doubt it. But let me do this. I'll email you, and we'll exchange emails. Keep my cell phone number. This is it. And when something goes down in town, let me know. We'll always be looking.
No, yeah, I'll save your information. And I definitely know of one that was vacated. It's not mine, but it's Matt Merrick at Westar, so I'm going to forward your information over to him if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
We work closely with a lot of properties.
Do you know that address or cross street, close enough?
Let me find out. Cleaners. Where was here we go.
That's not a dry cleaner. It's a laundromat, right?
I believe so. Which actually these guys up here that you were referencing is actually now a laundromat. It may have changed unless this. Oh no, I've got you on Ambassador. Yeah. Clean laundry. They might be. I'll have to find out because again, I'm not as familiar with it. That was Matt's, and he was trying to push somebody onto me. But let me find out. Regardless, I'll find out from him, and if it is, then I'll send him over your way.
Okay.
Perfect.
Do you know the cross streets from memory, so I can have a look?
I'm trying to look now. It looks like it was over a year ago, so my computer's thinking because it has to go back and pull up all the old stuff. Where is that? I may have to do some research and find out.
Okay.
It's somewhere in Lee Summit, which is still pretty.
Right.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. Todd George. It just takes a long time for it to pull up PDFs if they're older than a year. Here we go. Highway 50 and Todd George Road.
Okay.
That's not going to help you as much, but it looks like it's next to it's a Price Chopper shopping center in Lee Summit.
Got you.
Right off of 50 Highway. That should help. But I'll go ahead and respond with this. I'll keep this email up right now so I don't lose it. And,
I'll fire you off an email here in 2 minutes. And I've got Cullen.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Perfect. I'm Danny. My partner is Isaiah Wilson. I'll send you that email and let us know. If you run into any space with infrastructure, call me.
Perfect. Sounds good to me.
Thanks, Colin. Cheers.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
So what do you think about your first call?
I think it was productive. We found out information about a new space. If anything happens with the other space, I send it to you. we can go hop
this
on that one too.
This place is a shithole. And if he keeps doing what he's doing, look, a lot of these operators are doctors and lawyers. They just don't like to lose. So they'll lose money every month and sign another 5-year term on an option and try to sell the place rather than what they consider losing, which is just walking away. And they're probably losing money every month. That's moving moving chess pieces around the board. It seems odd, but it's what people do. So I look at this store and I say, my God, I'd be in there on day one changing everything, and so would you. But they just haven't. So this is a marathon, like I said, often not a sprint. You need to write down everything that was said in case Cullen calls back in 6 months or 6 years. This could be your third store. Understood?
Understand.
The most important thing, he said, hey, they just re-signed for 5 more years, and now you need to get your ass to Highway 50 and Todd George Road. The price chopper. Go have a look. Get some pictures. Let me know.
Okay.
Thanks, bud. I'll CC you in the email to him.
All right.
All right, cheers. Introductions are important. Always be prepared. Always try to get the actual location in that moment. The guy might never email us back.